Hi, I'm Julie Dime, Vice President of Government Affairs at the Virginia Hospital and Healthcare Association, and this is your weekly legislative update from the Virginia General Assembly in Richmond. It's Friday, February 13th, 2026, and if you're the superstitious type, be safe out there. Down here at the state capitol, we're approaching halftime. It's known as Crossover Day, and this year it falls on February 17th. Crossover is the annual deadline for bills to clear the chamber of origin to remain alive for the session. That means bills introduced in the House must pass the full House. The same rule applies for bills that start in the Senate. Bills that do not make it through that step in the process by crossover are no longer viable for this year. As we approach the midway point, legislators are taking decisive action on some of the many bills we're watching. That includes House Bill 1201 to create a COPN exemption for independent outpatient and ambulatory surgery centers. This week, that bill was tabled by the House of Delegates subcommittee. House Bill 606 to update state law related to medical facility reporting on the value of charity care has been approved by the full House of Delegates. It is now awaiting consideration in the Virginia Senate. An amended version of Senate Bill 128 to ban non-compete contracts that apply to healthcare professionals has cleared the Senate Finance and Appropriations Committee this week. In its current form, the bill is prospective and would not apply to non-compete contracts that were agreed to prior to July 1, 2026. House Bill 627 is similar legislation that has passed the House of Delegates. It differs from the Senate version in several ways. One key difference is a provision that would exempt contracts involving staff members whose earnings fall above a certain threshold. In another development, the Senate approved Senate Bill 536 related to medical malpractice damage awards. This bill will exclude prejudgment interest in the medical malpractice damages cap for all private hospitals. More than 2,700 bills and resolutions have been filed for consideration during this year's 60-day session. The number of bills left standing after Tuesday will certainly be reduced. While legislative action continues after crossover, some attention will shift to the state budget. Next Sunday, the House and Senate will present their budget bills. They will be contrasting blueprints for state spending over the next 2 years. Of those two versions, one compromise bill would be negotiated prior to the session concluding. The reconciled budget bill, along with the legislation approved by both chambers, will then be sent to the governor for consideration. Throughout the process, the VHHA Government Affairs team continues to monitor and engage proposed bills and budget amendments in support of hospitals and health systems. To learn more about our work at VHHA, please visit us online at www.vhha.com or check out our social media channels. And thanks for tuning in. Check back next week for more updates, and happy Valentine's Day.